Look at the baubles on that. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to splice the main brace and shiver me timbers, just to give you a little clue. Yeah, so currently moored up along Newcastle's quayside is a replica of an old Spanish galleon ship. Now this is called the Nao Victoria from 1519. Now this ship had quite a famous history. So just moored up along the quayside, underneath the Tyne Bridge, we have the Nao Victoria. So we'll go and have a look at that. Wow. So this is the Nao Victoria, replica of a 1519 galleon. And this was known as the first ship to sail around the world. Now this was used by a famous Portuguese explorer named Ferdinand Magellan. And it was designed as an explorer ship. And it was one of a fleet of 5 ships that sailed west from Seville in 1519. It was at sea for 2 years with the 4 other ships, about 250 crew altogether. But the Nao Victoria was the only one that safely returned with about 80 crew. Named the Nao Victoria, Nao is a name for a ship of that time, and Victoria, meaning victorious, has been the only ship that returned. They did go set sail looking for spices, cardamom, ginger, stuff like that, and thinking the world was flat as well. So even though an engine's been added to this ship, it still uses mostly sails. So here we go, walking the plank. Hello. Hiya. It's at times like this, I want to go to Flares on the karaoke and bust out Jolly Roger by Adam and the Ants. Hello. Well, I don't do QR codes, so that's me buggered for any tutorials. And there we are, the Mano brass, or the main brace that I referred to earlier. So first impressions on the ship are, once you get on here, it seems a lot smaller than it does from the outside. And to have probably about 80 crew on this boat, I see it will be a bit of a tight squeeze. A bit like being a student nowadays. So this was the captain's cabin. We'll have a look downstairs, or as they say in sailing terms, below deck. Now that is some ladle. I'll have to get one of them for my Heinz soup. Apparently there was 80 crew. I mean, it looks bigger from the outside, but once you get on, you think, how could 80 crew? Because
if you're doing 3 shifts.
It says on this sign, this is a replica of the ship which first sailed around the world, enduring the greatest maritime feat of all times. The original Nao Victoria, commanded by Juan Sebastian Elcano, left Seville in 1519 and returned to the same city in 1522 after circumnavigating the globe for the first time in history. This replica was built in Spain in 1991. What an anchor. So we've got a couple of mini cannons here. The term loose cannon originated from ships. When one of the cannons became untied, it was a danger to all the crew, hence the term loose cannon. And Phil, I know if you're watching this, we know a few of them, don't we? Very impressive feat of engineering to manufacture a replica like this to sail around the world. Still using a lot of the original methods, the sails and stuff. Sometimes when I struggle to sleep, I used to listen to the shipping forecast on Radio 4. So I used to be all cosy in bed, and it just made us think of the sailors who were in the rough North Seas, soaking wet and freezing. And it always used to relax us and help us to sleep. The shipping forecast on Radio 4. I never knew what any of it meant. Although I do like the Blur song, This Is a Law, which is all based around the shipping forecast. One of my favourite tracks. So that was a good look round. So we'll head back off. So that was very enjoyable. I like seeing a piece of history like that, even though it is only a replica. Very laid back, the tour. No pressure to be on or off or anything like that. So highly recommend it. If anybody in Newcastle or the surrounding area is interested in coming to visit, I will leave the link, the article about the boat being here, in the description. It's £8 for the tour for an adult. So the ship's here till the 27th of July. So if you're interested, hop along and have a look. Well worth an hour, especially on a nice day. And once again, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.